What's the moment you realized life doesn't care how good you are? The moment I realized life was unfair came wrapped in a smile and a plate of sugar cookies. Me and my little sister used to sell Girl Scout cookies every year. We were a duo, me holding the box, her working the smile. We didn't expect much most days, but there was one house we always saved for last. This tiny white cottage with the blue shutters. An older lady lived there, Mrs. Elridge. She'd always buy at least 10 boxes. Said her grandkids used to visit but stopped years ago. Then she'd invite us in for tea. Not gonna lie, her stories were wild and probably 90% made up, but we loved them. She'd talk about fighting spies in World War II or getting proposed to by Elvis. Her laughter filled up the whole room like sunlight. We only saw her twice a year during cookie season, but we talked about those visits for weeks. Until one summer, she didn't answer. We knocked, rang the bell, even sang her favorite tea jingle outside the window. Nothing. I was ready to leave, but my sister walked over and peeked through the window. She screamed. Mrs. Elridge was lying on the floor. We called 911. When the paramedics arrived, they told us something I'll never forget. She had been gone for over a week. She had passed alone. No visitors, no calls. She had a family, grown kids, grandkids, but none of them came. We found out later that she left behind a will. Inside was a short letter. It said me and my sister were the only people who had visited her in years, that she looked forward to us more than we'd ever know. She left us her house, 12 years old. I didn't even know what to do with that kind of kindness, but life didn't let us hold on to it for long. At the funeral, a man stormed up to us. Greasy hair, cheap suit, eyes like he'd lost a fight with his own reflection. He claimed to be her son. "The house is mine," he growled. She was old. She didn't know what she was doing. Before we could even respond, my dad stepped in and slapped him across the face so hard the whole room fell silent. "She knew exactly what she was doing," he said, "and shame on you for showing up now." That moment hit me harder than the slap, because Mrs. Elridge was good, she was kind, and in the end, she still died alone while the people who were supposed to care didn't even notice. That's the day I realized life isn't fair, but sometimes kindness still wins, even if it takes a cookie, a cup of tea, and two kids who actually show up.